It's the country music you know, the country you love. Real Country 105.5 KD Country.
Hi, folks. I'm Adam. And I'm Tony. We're your hosts for the Big Bluegrass Bonanza every Sunday night, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here on 105.5 KD Country and at kdcountry.com. You'll hear some of the biggest names in bluegrass from yesterday and today. We'll also be featuring local bands as well. Big Bluegrass Bonanza is sponsored by Williams Body Shop, Webb's Tire Company, CarQuest, Robinson Funeral Home, the Prospect Diner, Appomattox Outdoor Equipment, all in Appomattox, B&L Carpet and Tile in Halifax, and Choice Hibachi Buffet in Lynchburg.
A short drive will save you money.
Buying a car at Feller Chevrolet has never been a hassle, but during our no-hassle sale, it's even easier. All new and used vehicles are priced and marked with rock-bottom prices on the lot and on the web. To make car shopping as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Come to Feller Chevrolet in Altavista or go to fellersdirect.com. 2. Pick the vehicle that fits your budget. 3. Drive it home today. No pressure, no hassle.
A short drive will save you money. Feller Chevrolet in Altavista.
Live from Altavista High School, it's Conference 44 basketball. Altavista and William Campbell, first opponent I think that Altavista's played in the conference this year. I am Bob Alvis, joined by my trusty sidekick, Mr. Oscar Briggs, and Big O. We've got a lot to talk about throughout the night, but basketball on a Monday, and it's Altavista's third game in 3 eligible playing days.
It is, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. We got another game scheduled with at Apo on Wednesday. And if the weather forecast comes to fruition, that was not going to happen either. And again, you get this compressed season that we've been talking about, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, we'll talk about that throughout the night. Kyle Haney and I both did some prep work earlier as Kyle talked to Mr. Mike Cardlero, and I had a chance to catch up with Brandon Barksdale. We'll hear from the head coach of the Colonels, Mike Cardlero, then Brandon Barksdale. You're listening to the Subway pregame show on 105.5 KD Country.
Man, it's cold in here. What's wrong with your heater?
Well, it used to work pretty good.
Back in the 90s, just call Select Air and get it fixed.
Oh, it'll probably cost a lot of money.
No, it won't, because Donnie will give you a fair price and get it done right the first time.
Maybe I'll call Select Air tomorrow.
No, you will call Select Air today, because it's freezing in here.
Select Air, 841-1580. 841-1580. Online at selectair.webs.com.
Have you looked at your business banking fees lately? I'm Sean Stone with First National Bank, and we have the best business accounts which offer serious savings for your company. We have a full menu of business products from checking accounts and remote deposit capture to online banking. And we have a local merchant card representative who will customize services just for your business. So let First National Bank prepare an analysis of your current activity and show how we will reduce your banking fees. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The following is brought to you by English Construction Company.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Virginia high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Back here on the Subway pregame show, talking with the head coach Mike Cardlero, Coach C. You guys come off a good win at the Roy Stanley Memorial Shootout. You guys were down a couple points at halftime, but really third quarter. You guys have been doing a lot this year, really just imposed your will and pulled away, and Darius Johnson had a monster second half.
Yeah, we were much better the second half, and I really think the first half probably a carryover from Friday night. You know, we didn't have any legs, and you got to battle through it. That's what we talked about at halftime, was just getting through that and mustering up some energy to come out and play with more energy and urgency to try to get a W, and he was big. He had 18 the second half. Juan, obviously stepped up, been out for 2 weeks and played really well. But then we lost Michi, so we got things going on, but everybody does. You just have to battle through it.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Juan and Michi, and, of course you said it, Thornhill back in the lineup. Looked like vintage Juan, really very explosive. Looked great. Michi Malback injured his ankle, so and that's an injury that looks like it's going to be a little more severe based on some things that you've said prior to this, but I guess it's a wait-and-see situation with Michi too, right?
Well, Michi had an X-ray today, and there's no bone issues, but there's some ligament issues. So the doctor said 2 to 4 weeks. We're hoping it's closer to the 2 side, but he'll go through treatment, and we'll just see how quick he heals and where he stands hopefully in the next week or 2.
And the flu playing havoc also with the rest of your lineup. You got some coaches out, some players out, and some other guys that maybe not 100%. I mean, everybody loves to think they can pull the old Michael Jordan and just be their best with the flu, but that's easier said than done when you don't have your full strength, right?
Yeah, we're missing a couple players, a couple of coaches, and it's really going through the school really fast. It's going through the community, and I think it's been all around. It's about a 24-hour thing. I got a touch of it before the game Friday, and it kind of lingered with me for 3 days. And, hey, it's one of those things you just got to battle through. If you're able to play, you play. If you can't, you can't. All teams experience these type things, and somebody else has to step up, and that's where we stand. We'll see the guys that have been sick. We'll see what their energy level's like and what they can do, and we'll piece it together and give it our best shot.
Going to have to give it your best shot tonight with the William Campbell Generals in town. I think a team that maybe has flown under some people's radar, but I'm sure not yours. A good basketball club with a lot of guys that have been around and can really play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Daniel's a tremendous player around the rim. He's a double-double man, average, and he's going to present real problems around the rim for us. West has got endless range outside, shooting the ball. Both Locketts are outstanding athletes. They get to the rim. So, these guys have been together for a little bit too, and they've got a very good team. I think they've lost a couple lately, but don't underestimate this group at all. We'll be in a real fight with these guys tonight, and I think William Campbell's going to make some noise in the playoffs as well.
Well, it's a team that you could see in the playoffs, a single-A team. And that kind of leads me into my next point. People forecasting weather looks like it's going to really play havoc on the schedule. Do you talk to your guys about the fact at all that, hey, this could be our last regular season game, could be our last game for a while, or do you even mention it? Does that not even come up?
No, not before the game, obviously, but after the game it'll be mentioned because the weather does look pretty bad on Wednesday, and we've already contacted Appomattox. Of course, we're playing William Campbell tonight, and we have them on Friday. So, we're searching. We've had to do that all year and switch games around and play back-to-back in 3 out of 4, and now we're in a 4 out of 6 date and going all the way back to last Wednesday. And tonight could be it. I mean, we may shut it down for a week and come back to conference play, so you kind of roll with what's going on, and we will talk about it after the game and, kind of wait and see what happens like everyone else.
Yeah, is there a chance that if it looks like Wednesday's going to be out, but if Friday against William Campbell gets snowed out as well, is there a chance you could play that Saturday? I mean, I know that's their senior night. Do they want to really try and get that one in, or would that not be an option?
No, if Friday doesn't happen with William Campbell, they've got to play Monday night because they're the 3 spot, and they're going to play Highland, so they don't want to play Saturday, and I don't blame them. And I think they'll take their senior night into the tournament, really, which I've seen that happen. If that scenario plays out, then Saturday we're going to play Appomattox, I think, for an afternoon game, and I think they've agreed to that. And, of course, obviously that would depend on the weather too, but I would think by Saturday we could play. So Mr. Hubbard has communicated today and been very thorough about it, and we're kind of putting 2 or 3 different plans together and trying to see what happens. And then we all kind of wait and see how this thing unfolds for Thursday. I mean, I've heard as much as 10 or 11 inches of snow, so who knows?
Yeah, don't know just yet. One thing we do know is that we got to do the shout-outs because so many Colonel fans out there listening, and Coach Carlero searching for his list right now. I think he can do it off the top of his head, but if there's anybody he misses, we'll apologize ahead of time.
Yeah, this is all strictly memory bank now, but as usual to my father listening in Buena Vista, and I think some other folks over there are listening as well, to Sarah and Swanson, our neighbors. They listened in, and they were at Friday night's game, and they really enjoyed the game and the senior night festivities along with the 04 team. So I'm glad they had a chance to see that. Micah and his family in Manassas are listening in. Ashley is back in Harrisonburg and listening in. She got to see a couple games Friday and Saturday, and she's listening close to the radio, so keep her going on that, Kyle. Our top supporters, long basketball camp supporters, Glenn and Linda Miller, are listening in as well. Billy and Minnie in-laws are listening in, and I think it's got it covered. And if not, I missed out. I'm sorry. And Colonel fans, tournaments next week. Come out and see us.
Tournament time heating up. Hardwood's going to be pretty hot tonight. General's in town taking on the Colonels. Tip-off about 10 minutes away on 105.5 KD Country.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling.
In the past century, our community has grown, and Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service has grown too, alongside the families they've known for so long. Finch & Finch is proud to have served you over 100 years. A family business, Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, dedicated to your service.
Finch and Finch Funeral Homes. We're here because we care.
High school athletics builds character, teaches teamwork, and provides a solid foundation for life. PCM Industrial Services recognizes the importance of high school athletics by sponsoring this sports broadcast for your enjoyment. PCM Industrial Services encourages everyone to come on out and watch the game. It's a great time for the whole family. Cheer on the Colonels. PCM Industrial Services, the industrial maintenance and construction specialists, serving the Mid-Atlantic region with quality craftsmen since 1986. Good luck, Colonels.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
To tip it off from Altavista High School. And Coach, maybe you guys can get them a little bit in terms of the advantage on fatigue. They have played Friday, they have played Saturday, and then they played last Wednesday. Talk to me about the fact that, they're coming off, and really if we go back to Gretna, 3 games and 4 available playing days to where you guys played Friday but didn't have to get out and go on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, it'll do us a little bit of good, I think, to have a little bit of rest. But, we've had a tough couple weeks as well with 3-game weeks. It's not quite as tough on us as it is on them, but we had a tough one against Dan River on Tuesday. It was a mentally and physically draining game. Then we had to travel to Appomattox where we had another tough one. Very physical game, back and forth. And then again we had to travel to Nelson on Friday, which Nelson's always a tough place to play, and that environment up there was a really good basketball environment. Got down early, fought back, and I think we're ready to go on Monday.
And I say this tongue-in-cheek. Most people don't lose to Dan River by 10. A lot of people lose by much more than 10, and the game was low scoring. Take us back to that game against the Wildcats of what good you take out of that affair.
I think honestly the entire game there was nothing hardly negative that came out of that other than they out-rebounded us, and honestly that's one of those things that's almost natural for them. Our defense played extremely well, and my kids did everything that we asked them to do. And when you can hold Dan River to 43 points, I mean that just speaks for the talent I believe that we have here as well. To be able to hang with just about anybody in the state that competes at a high level.
Do you feel that your job right now at William Campbell is a project, or do you feel that the cupboard was a little bit stocked when you got it this season?
I came into a very, very great atmosphere as far as basketball is concerned. Great kids, great athletes. They have passion about the game. They have passion for their teammates to see each other succeed. I don't think it's a project at all because Coach St. John did an amazing job of rebuilding this program up to some level of respect. I still feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done as far as that's concerned, but I came into a great situation with great kids, great athletes, and I definitely don't feel like anywhere close to being a project.
Now, back in the day, too, when you were playing, you guys didn't get to experience a full basketball practice that much early on just because of the football success that the team had. Right now, football is down. Hopefully I'll get back up with Coach Ferris, but how helpful has it been to get the guys in the gym, in the preseason, so quote-unquote, earlier than, back when you guys played?
I mean, I think it's done some good as far as, I guess being in basketball shape. I mean, I feel like it's an advantage to play multiple sports. But at the same time, the kids were in basketball shape versus coming off the football field. So, and outside of being, being in basketball shape, there wasn't really a whole lot of advantages. They were in the gym 2 days a week, getting shots up and conditioning and stuff. But and they weren't getting beat to death on the football field. But and the really only advantage is just being in basketball shape versus football shape coming into the season.
And Altavista, it took them a while to do that, but I would say they're in basketball shape now pretty much. What worries you about Mike Carlero's Colonels?
Oh, man, I mean, it's one of the things I have a whole lot of respect for him as a coach and the program that he has because, again, I mean, I played against him 3 years at the varsity level, and I've seen the success that he has. I just feel like now that they are in basketball shape, they have amazing athletes down there as well. They have amazing coaching staff down there as well. But I have complete faith and complete confidence in my guys and in my coaches that, again, I feel like we can go out and we can compete with anybody that we play against, whether it's regular season, whether it's postseason, whether it's deep into the state playoffs. I have complete faith in the guys that I have.
Before we get to the final question, with you guys still playing the Dogwood District schedule, even without the district still being in existence, and I'll use this for Dan River and Altavista especially because you don't know how many touches you're going to get with the way Altavista can play defense and with the way Dan River gets out and goes offensively, and we could go on and on down the list. How important is it that you get your guys to value each offensive possession, even if you don't score every possession, at least make it a quality one?
Yeah, that's something we've kind of been trying to press in their heads here for the last couple weeks. That we don't have to score every possession, like you said. It's just about taking good shots. It's about being patient on offense. It's about giving up a good shot for a better shot later in the possession. Those are kind of the things that we've been kind of pressing on pretty hard here because early in the season we weren't taking the best shots that I believe we could take. Not that we couldn't make those shots, but one of those things where later in the season we've given up good shots for better shots, and it's led to some pretty good things for us.
But you won't be mad if the case happened where you did score on every possession.
Oh, no, I don't think anybody can be mad in that situation.
Well, final question for you, Coach. We're coming down the stretch. The conference tournament will get underway a week from now, pretty much. How important is it that this week is a good week and, that you can take some momentum ahead into postseason play?
Well, I mean, this season as a whole has been a season of streaks, I guess. We started off on a losing streak. We went on a little small winning streak back to a losing, back and forth. And, we're on a 4-game slide right now. And it's one of those things where this week is huge. My kids have not lost their confidence. They come to practice ready to go. They come to games ready to go. And it's one of those things where you got Altavista twice and you got to travel to Chatham. I mean, I don't think anybody can disagree with that's a tough week, but momentum is a key component to that. But at the same time, I believe that my kids are going to go into the conference tournament with confidence, and I know they believe in their ability, and I have all the faith in them that I could ever imagine, knowing that they're fully capable of beating any team that they go up against at any given time.
Definitely a tough week for you, Coach. Well, best of luck the whole week, especially tonight as well, and hopefully we'll see William Campbell do some good things in the postseason. Thanks again.
Hey, I appreciate it, Bob.
Brandon Barksdale on the Subway pregame show. Tip-off is approaching on 105.5 KD Country.
This month's specials from your Apple Market convenience stores. Coke and Pepsi 6-pack cans at $1.99. Free bacon biscuit with the purchase of 2 Mountain Dew Kickstarts. Double-decker moon pie for $1 with the purchase of any size coffee. Enjoy 2 chicken tender biscuits for $2.49 at the Apple Market locations. Riverside, Gateway, and Main Street, Altavista. You know what they say. Stop by the Apple today.
short drive will save you money.
Buying a car at Feller Chevrolet has never been a hassle, but during our no-hassle sale, it's even easier. All new and used vehicles are priced and marked with rock-bottom prices on the lot and on the web. To make car shopping as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Come to Feller Chevrolet in Altavista or go to fellersdirect.com. 2. Pick the vehicle that fits your budget. 3. Drive it home today. No pressure, no hassle.
A short drive will save you money. Feller Chevrolet in Altavista.
Some people have never tried food at a Mexican restaurant, so we asked Chad Shelton from Shelton's Plumbing and Heating about his experience.
I wasn't so sure what the green stuff was, but they slipped some on my plate one day, and now I won't have a meal without guacamole. Still can't spell it.
At El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, if you have questions, they give you the answers in English. Mexican and American foods, affordable prices, and fast service. Try it today, El Cazador, Main Street, Altavista.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Back here from Altavista High School, it's going to be the Colonels and William Campbell Generals. Bob Allen's back here with Oscar Briggs and Big O. I'll tell you, shorthanded tonight all across the board, coaching staff included.
Yeah, no Chad Ward tonight, and even some of the kids.
Greg Preble.
No, Greg Preble. And, Chandler Preble was out sick for a little bit of time today. He's not here tonight. He's not dressed. I know Mr. Thornhill was sick a little bit earlier. He made it through half the day.
Nelson Hughes is a little bit worse for the wear. Minchie Malbeck's out indefinitely with a injury to the old foot somewhere that Kyle had brought you that game on Saturday when they played Roanoke Catholic. A good win against the Celtics as well. Brandon Barksdale's crew, though, comes in cold. They've lost about 4 straight right now, and Brandon Barksdale looking for an answer. You heard him talk about that in the pregame show. Only lost by 10 to Dan River, though, which, some people would say that's as good as a win.
Yeah, it is. And, Altavista lost to them by 8. So, if you do the comparison, this should be a good ball game. On paper, maybe not so much, but, it is an old Dogwood District classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
county rivalry, too.
That's right.
Talk about that with the starting lineup and more right after this timeout on the Subway pregame show on 105.5 KD Country.
English is so much more. English is more than a hardware store. English is your complete home center. Everything for every job you do. Always here for you. Get the quality you really need. English is so much more. English is more than a hardware store. English's is your complete home center.
On North Main Street, Altavista, open Saturday 8 to 4. This basketball game is brought to you by the KD Country Sports Club.
Aubrey Rosser Law Firm in Altavista, first choice for any and all legal advice.
Steve Farmer Auto Sales, where there's always a good selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced right. Steve Farmer Auto Sales, 1112 Main Street.
Sharky's Pest Control in Hurt let Tony take a bite out of your pest control needs. Doing business the old-fashioned way to keep you coming back.
Main Street Trading Company Consignment, now open Wednesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays, 9 to 4.
El Cerrito in Altavista, throw on a sombrero and shake your maracas. It's El Cerrito time.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Tim Dudley, a home run hitter with the national anthem, is always delivering here at Altavista High School. Before Oscar gets you the starting lineups, let me tell you, Subway pregame show being sponsored the game by Feller Chevrolet. A short drive will save you money. El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, the happiest place in town. English's, your complete home center, headquarters for Davis Paint. Vincent Finch Funeral Homes, families serving families since 1905. Apple Market's locations at Riverside, Gateway, and Main Street. BCM Industrial, been providing maintenance, repair, and other plant services to industrial and utility clients since its founding in 1986. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling. Keeping you cool in the summer, warm in the winter. Give them a call today. Select Air. Call Donnie 24/7, never an overtime charge. English Construction Company, wishing our high school athletes an exciting and injury-free game. And the First National Bank, focused on providing an extraordinary customer experience. experience. Oscar Briggs, starting lineup. Start with whoever you want to.
Yeah, we're going to start first with William Campbell. They'll go with number 11, Mateo Lockett, number 12, Brandon West, number 23, Khalil Boyd, and number 24, Patrick Lockett, and also number 34, Jay Daniels.
Altavista is going to go with pretty much what they kind of have been going with, except to replace Juan Fermici. It'll be Juan Thornhill, Darius and Demetrius Johnson, Walker Allen, and Richard Hubbard. Brad Bailey, Mark Coleman, and Bradley Schaefer will be the referees for tonight's game. And Oscar, we talked about it amongst ourselves and in the pregame show. By the way, if you're listening to the Subway pregame show, this is coming to its conclusion, and you're listening online like some of our friends like Jay Rosser in the Big Apple, or Brandon Barksdale's got some out-of-town friends listening. Coach Carlero, Oscar's got a fan club. My fans are in town, Kim, and Eric. But, wherever you're listening, inclement weather could be on the way to Central Virginia starting Wednesday. So this could be the last game of the regular season for Altavista, which I don't think would be a bad thing.
I think all indications are that this will be the last game of the season for the Colonels. The Appomattox game scheduled for Wednesday, that's more than likely not going to happen, and it's going to be a lingering snow, going to stick around for a while. So looks like conference tournament next week, and we're off and running.
Yeah, we'll definitely be with you, girls and guys. It's the rumor. Wednesday is when both those would start. They will get the bye on Monday. They will be higher seeded, and I believe everything can be at Altavista until what would be the state semifinals. The way the tournament's broken down now is very weird and very wacky, and I'm not a big fan, but BHSL does not have me on the consultation list.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either, and a little bit more traditional. But anyway, good break for the Colonels if that's the way things shake out.
And I got to give another shout-out on the shout-out list to Greg Fribble, Chandler Fribble, Chad Ward, between trips to wherever they're going, bathroom or whatnot. Guys, we hope all of you feel better. The bug is going around now, so that's another good reason why you get some time off.
Yeah, and also good reason if you're at home listening, you're not exposed to everything that's going on here at the high school, and you can sit at home and listen on the radio and, again, not be exposed to the germ warfare that's going on here at the high school.
Brandon Barksdale is the head coach of the Generals. His assistant is Teron Watson. You might remember both those names if you're a longtime Dogwood District fan or follower, or, you're a William Campbell fan, for that matter. Brandon Barksdale played under Brian Bowles. Teron Watson played under Brian Bowles, and I believe what's his Virginia Wise. He played his college basketball. And, Mr. Watson could fill it up. And Coach Barksdale helped out Coach Robbie St. John, who's now up in the Richmond area coaches. So he learned as well.
Absolutely. We talked about at one point with St. John and the pedigree coaches that were in this Dogwood. It's been incredible.
I would love to pick Mike Carlero's brain in, the off-season maybe, because this is a thinker. But how many guys has he coached against that either, he coached against them while they were playing, or he coached them? I mean, we already got Scott Jester, Brantley Shields played at Tunstall. Charles Davis was the interim at the Rustburg game this past year, so that's at least 4.
Coach Carlero even played in high school
right.
against a guy that I played with in college.
Small world.
Oh, yeah, it's incredibly.
Maybe we need to have a small world after all for the bumper music. Jay Daniel and Darius Johnson, jet jump circle out to this in the home white, orange striping down the side of black diamond on the right pants leg with an A, and in black outlined in white, numeral on the back in orange outlined in black. Juan Thornhill taking that white jersey to the hole and sticking in to William Campbell in the road blues. White stripe down the side, William on top of the front of the jersey, numeral beneath, centered, and Campbell underneath that.
Juan took that right to the hoop, nice penetration.
William Campbell back the other way, and it'll be a quick 2 for Brandon West.
And Brandon went back door on Juan. Juan caught a little bit napping there.
Colonel's defense, normally a strong suit, has been lacking at times this year. Mike Carlero talked about that. We got to get better defensively. Walker Allen drives to the hole. Can't get it to go, but Darius Johnson gets 2.
Darius Johnson, camera the boards, continues to hit those boards hard and is the force for the Colonel.
Well, Brandon Barksdale might have been Captain Obvious when he said we got to keep the Twins off the glass. And, it goes without saying. You got to get 10-5 for Altavista if you want to beat them off that glass. Walker Allen has become a deadly sharpshooter. Can't hit that one. Demetrius with the board left side and 6 in for 2.
And make no mistake, the Johnson, with their off-season work in the weight room for football, has really helped them on the basketball floor as well.
6-2. Generals with the basketball. Mateo Lockett drives, and there will be a foul on the floor. and it's going to be against Walker Allen. It'll be Walker's team's first foul of the game. Comes with 6 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Colonels lead 6-2 in the Apple Market first quarter.
And that's a little bit of a mismatch speed-wise. Walker did a good job of trying to keep him away, but Lockett's got a little bit more speed than Walker does.
William Campbell, very athletic team. Mateo Lockett with the basketball, left-hand dribble. Lockett inside, all the way to the rack. No good. Rebound by Juan Thornhill. Colonels will have some numbers. Lockett's pass deep. Thornhill tied up at the free throw line. No jump call. Now over to Walker Allen. Swung right side to Demetrius Johnson. He'll try baseline. And Jay Daniel got a block, but also got some body. That'll be Daniel's first. Jay Daniel leading the Generals in scoring, right around 16 a game.
Yeah, Juan running that fast break in the middle of the floor. He's got to pull up a little bit short of that free throw line and keep some space, and he dribbled right into the coverage.
Demetrius Johnson, that's a strike for 2. First one up, and that's in. 7-2 Altavista. Johnson really shot the ball well from the free throw line against Chatham. So did the whole team on Friday night. Big victory against the Cavs. Demetrius' second one is down the hatch. 8-2, and Navy Jones is going to check in early for Walker Allen.
And you'll see some of that. You'll see Navy Jones, and ordinarily you'd see Nelson Dews in, but given his physical state and the issues he's had today, you may not see Nelson tonight.
8-2 is our score. Basketball belongs to the Generals. That is Boyd. Boyd gets inside. The shot is up by Patrick Lockett. No good. Rebound, Darius Johnson. Generals can't go one and out all night. It's going to be a long night if so. Thornhill inside. Spin. Leaves it back for Darius Johnson. Jumper from the left of the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by William Campbell. Number 12, Brandon West.
This is the first time I've seen Juan since he's been back from the ankle injury. Looks like he's had no effects. Looks good.
Boyd with the basketball. Dribbling right in front of the Altavista bench. Everybody moves up a chair tonight with 2 coaches and then 1 player down. So Troy Harris, whose JV team got a victory, no rest for the weary, Mr. Harris. Brandon West with the basketball. Not that Troy ever slacks, but a little bit more pressure tonight. Mateo Lockett over to West. West jumper inside the 3-point arc, no good. Rebound, Darius Johnson again. Oscar, I don't know that William Campbell's had an offensive board yet.
No, they haven't. That was a good-looking shot. Good look by West. Just funny, he's got a little bit different release on that.
Inside to Demetrius, and it trickles down off the front iron. Altavista leads 10-2 in the Apple Market first quarter, almost midway through, 4:50 to go. William Campbell with the basketball. They'll drive in, put up a shot, rebound, Darius Johnson.
Nice job by Hubbard on defense.
Davy Jones over to Juan Thornhill. Thornhill right at the free throw line, circle, jump, no good. Rebound, Darius Johnson keeps it alive. Johnson all the way up and in, and with the dunk. 12-2, it's been a 10-0 Colonels run.
And it wasn't a thunderous dunk, but it was, he got up over and was able to slam it down.
William Campbell with the basketball, driving in and getting to is Mateo Lockett.
Boy, filthy little crossover there by Mateo. Took advantage of Navy Jones. You don't see many people that can blow by Navy.
12-4. I don't know if we give you the dirty mouth award for using the word filthy. Thornhill with the basketball. Thornhill gets some room, gets some space, left-hand dribble, kicks it off. Navy Jones can Navis for 3 from the corner, barely through iron, no good. William Campbell with the board. Now it's in the hands of Mateo Lockett.
William Campbell had a little bit of a chance for a secondary break there, but they pulled back up, went to a set offense.
That's West with the basketball right in front of the far side. No good on the street. Rebound off the hands of Darius Johnson. And it will stay to William Campbell. I think, though, that you and I both agree, Oscar. Generals, and I told Brandon Barksdale when we were doing the interview, I'm glad I don't have the week that you do scheduled. Altavista, Chatham, and Altavista again. 5 seconds for William Campbell as Brandon West couldn't find anybody to get the ball into. But, the thing about it, too, the old Dogwood District schedule here, which everybody else is still playing, it's a grind, and it's tough to win on the glass against teams like Altavista, Dan River, and Chatham as well. And, sometimes you got to be smart as well as physical. Thornhill with the basketball. Juan starts behind the arc, puts it down with the left-hand dribble, and there will be a foul called against William Campbell.
Looks like that's going to be on Brandon West. And that is a call for a hold as he was trying to contain Juan Thornhill. Juan tried to do that little spin dribble again, and nice, West wasn't going to let him get to the rim.
Navy Jones, the Johnson brothers, Thornhill and Hubbard on the floor, and Richard inbounds it to Juan, and Juan sticks it in to push the lead back to 10. 14-4 is our score.
we're going to have a timeout. William Campbell. It's going to be a 30-second timeout.
We will observe the stoppage as well. 3:27 to go in the Apple Market first. Colonels 14, Generals 4. Back after this on KD Country.
Man, it's cold in here. What's wrong with your heater?
Well, it used to work pretty good.
Back in the 90s, just call Select Air and get it fixed.
Oh, it'll probably cost a lot of money.
No, it won't, because Donnie will give you a fair price and get it done right the first time.
Maybe I'll call Select Air tomorrow.
No, you will call Select Air today, because it's freezing in here.
Select Air, 841-1580. 841-1580. Online at selectair.webs.com. You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Altavista forces William Campbell to call his timeout just with the, I think, what's going on with the Colonels on the floor. William Campbell not playing bad, but the rebounding is really hurting right now.
Well, it is, and the Colonels have been very efficient on the offensive side as well.
Thornhill over to Navy. Navy between the circles to Richards. Far side. Altavista to the right of your listening device, whether it's on the whole computer, the smartphone, or old-fashioned radio. Juan Thornhill inside the arc. Will pull it back behind the perimeter with the dribble. Juan controls it with the left hand. Now off to Darius. Johnson lobs it over top to brother Demetrius. Demetrius sticks back. Thornhill for three. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Darius tapped it. And it's going to go out of bounds off Altavista.
Yeah, Richard Hubbard skied up over the top of Johnson and was able to knock that out.
You don't see that every day. Must have gotten this jumping from Pop. William Campbell with the basketball. Add him to the list, by the way, of the not feeling well. Not Richard, but Dean. Jave Daniel with the basketball. Daniel gives it up. Now back to Jave Daniel. Daniel and McKenna Neighbors were playing the 1-2-man game. Now Neighbors gets it back. Neighbors in the corner for three. No good. Rebounded by Demetrius Johnson. Off to Richard Hubbard. Quickly over to Juan Thornhill. Thornhill over to Richard. Hubbard will take the baseline, and he's going to be fouled by McKenna Neighbors. It's the third team foul on William Campbell.
It is. That should be Neighbors first.
Nelson Hughes is going to check in.
And I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised to see Nelson in the game.
Walker Allen, Juan Thornhill, Demetrius Johnson, Navy Jones. We mentioned the Colonels are battling the ailments as well. Nelson's three almost got wedged. Walker gets the rebound, and Allen puts it up and in. 16-4.
Boy, Walker continues to develop. He's got a great nose for the basketball, continues to find himself in the right spot, very high basketball IQ. Going to provide some great depth for the Colonels as they move into the playoffs.
Yeah, and as Joe Pesci would say, and my cousin Vinny, he's a youth. Not an older gentleman at all. Patrick Lockett with the basketball, guarded by Walker Allen. Now Lockett gives up. There's Nelson Hughes with the steal. Hughes comes all the way down, puts it up, and no good, but Juan Thornhill just goes up top and deposits it back in. 18-4.
For a second, it looked like Juan might decide he was going to slam that one through, but discretion is the better part of valor there, and he just laid it in.
Mateo Lockett drives in, kicks it out to Patrick Lockett. Now over to the Neighbors. I was going to ask if that took you back to your youth when they weren't allowed to dunk. Neighbors with the basketball. Now over to Dave Daniels. Daniel with the left-hand dribble, guarded by Demetrius Johnson. Daniel has to pick it up, gets it off to Mateo Lockett. Lockett drives all the way down. Left side of the iron, no good. Jay Daniels picks it back up. He's going to be fouled. I think it's on Walker Allen. If so, it's his second.
Yeah, a little bit of a breakdown that time on the offensive rebounding from the Colonels. Boy, Nelson Hughes is stuck in. He is stuck in air, buddy.
Two team fouls on Altavista, both of them on Walker Allen. And Hubbard's going to have to check in for him.
And Nelson Hughes heads for the locker room.
Well, not everybody can have the Michael Jordan experience of, with the flu against the Jazz that year, Oscar. Game 5, if you'll remember correctly, you're a Tar Heel, so you should. I think he had like 37 that game. And literally helped to the bench by Pippen and others. Jay Daniels' second free throw is up at 10. 18-5. We not only inform and entertain here, Oscar, we also educate. Thornhill with the basketball.
About a minute left here, 18-5. Colonels with a big 13-point lead right now.
Apple Market first quarter. Colonels looking to keep the winning streak going. Now off to Navy. Now back over to Hubbard. Now over to Demetrius. Demetrius sticks it inside to Darius. Darius right in front of the free throw line over to Juan. Thornhill drives in. Might have been fouled from the backside. No call. Rebounded by William Campbell. Generals trying to control it, and they'll do as Khalil Boyd does the honors. Boyd in the front court. Down to 38 seconds. Apple Market first quarter. Ford Reed's home 18, visitors 5, Colonels in front.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see William Campbell hold for one here.
Jay Daniel with it. Go ahead.
Especially as we wind here with 25 seconds left.
McKenna Neighbors now with it. 20 seconds to go. It's over to West. Now back. Neighbors. He got a good look. Fires a three and gets it to go. 18-8. Altavista by 10 has lead at under 10 in the quarter. Down to 5. Juan with the basketball. Gives it to Demetrius. Now back over to Juan. Thornhill's going to have to fire from way out. Three-pointer's good. That was association range. And Juan Thornhill's three sends Altavista to the bench at the end of the first quarter with the lead 21-8. We're back in 1 minute on 105.5 KD Country.
If credit card processing is important to your business, I can help. I'm Ramonda Davis of First National Bank, and I'm your local e-commerce officer for merchant card and other electronic business products. Local means I live in Central Virginia. I'm ready to come see you and respond quickly to what you need. Local means I'm focused just on your business needs. For the latest in electronic payment technology and competitive pricing, contact me, Ramonda Davis. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
English Construction Company has been in the building business since 1909, so it's only natural that they appreciate the building process. They recognize the fact that organized sports programs build character as well as bodies and minds. They know that high school sports build our youth into more well-rounded and more productive adults. English Construction Company is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports and salute all athletes, coaches, and teachers. A word of praise and encouragement from English Construction Company with offices in Lynchburg.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Back here with the Big O Oscar Briggs from Altavista High School. Lee Cameron back at home base. William Campbell with the basketball. They trail by 13, 21-8. Brandon West now with the basketball. We'll give it over to Patrick Lockett. Left side it goes to Mateo Lockett. Generals keeping it behind the arc for now. Now Khalil Boyd will get back in on the action. Now stuck down low. Juan Thornhill doesn't play for William Campbell. He just intercepted the pass intended for Jay Daniel. Thornhill was slight. Kicks it out. Hubbard on the left wing for three. Bounces off back iron. No good. Deflection winds up in the hands of Demetrius Johnson. Turnaround shot in front iron. No good. William Campbell shovels it back to West, and the Generals will have possession.
Good stroke by Richards. A lot of confidence with that shot. Good to see him shooting that quickly and again with that confident stroke.
Mateo Lockett tries to split two. Navy Jones and Hubbard. Now back over to Patrick Lockett. Lockett guarded by Darius Johnson. Lockett went over the top to West. Thornhill was kind of playing the DB role right there. Now over to Jay Daniel. Daniel passes it back. Thornhill playing the steal role that time. Now lobs it over to Demetrius. Demetrius back to Juan. Thornhill, front side. Now left. Navy for three. No good. Back iron rebounded by Demetrius Johnson. Now over to Juan. Thornhill will try his hand from right wing. Front iron, no good. Rebound by Demetrius. Now back to Navy.
Colonel's only shooting 32% from behind the arc this year.
Hubbard over to Navy Jones. Now to Demetrius. This would technically be shot number 4 in a row if Altavista can get one. Hubbard over to Navy.
And if I'm not mistaken, Mitchie Malbeck is leading the team in three-point percentage.
Not going to get any attempts tonight. Mitchie in the street clothes. He's out indefinitely. Navy Jones with the basketball. Jones over to Hubbard. Hubbard back over to Navy. And Navy splits. Drives inside. Kicks it to Thornhill. And Thornhill's going to travel. Colonel still got way too many shots on that possession, though, for William Campbell to be effective offensively. You can't be effective offensively if you don't have the basketball.
And Coach Carlero didn't agree with the traveling call, and I don't know that I did either.
Still steaming about it. Richard Hubbard tries to go in for the steal. Altavista chasing it. William Campbell regains it. They're not in front of half court yet. Now they are. Khalil Boyd kicks it out over to Mateo Lockett, who drives all the way. Left-hand layup, no good. Rebound by Jay Daniel. Daniel puts it up and in.
And Daniel's been a force for William Campbell for quite a while now. Continues to play well for them.
21-10. Colonels by 11. 5:30 to go in the Apple Market second quarter of play. Subway halftime show just moments away. Now Walker Allen ready to check in. Colonels only have 9 on the bench, or 9 total right now.
And now Richard Hubbard's come up a little bit lame. Looks like he might have taken a knee in the thigh or something. Maybe bump knees.
Well, as always, I love Angel Emerson. I think she does a good job, but I hate to mention her name on the radio because it normally means somebody needs some attention. Hubbard will go to the end of the bench. Nelson Hughes is back, but for how long, who knows? Navy Jones will start it in the backcourt. To Navis in front court. Generals looks like might be in a 2-3 right now.
They have gone to a 2-3.
Thornhill with the basketball. Clock will hit 5 minutes to go. And, you know, with the legs being what they are tonight, Altavista might really run slow down more than normal.
Yeah, Coach Carnelero, given the illness and the injuries.
Walker for 3. Fires and hits. Walker Allen has become a sharpshooter, and especially on the wing, 24-10. Colonels by 14. William Campbell with it. Khalil Boyd drives over left side, guarded by Walker Allen.
Great job by Walker Allen on the perimeter.
Flex and was out of bounds, but Mike Carlero just clapping enthusiastically right in the mug of Walker, so no good deed goes unnoticed. Mateo Lockett with the basketball. Lockett gets it off to Brandon West. West, hand in the face, belongs to Thornhill. Now Navy will guard Mateo Lockett. Mateo Lockett puts it on the floor with his right. Tried to pass over to West. Juan Thornhill, flipper, deflects it, and Juan keeps possession. Drives all the way and tries to reverse layup. No good. Dave Daniels taps the basketball, and the rebound goes to William Campbell. Boyd. Over to Mateo Lockett. Lockett will take it all himself. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by Demetrius Johnson. Now over to Juan Thornhill.
And it looked like for a minute they were going to slow it down, but
Demetrius into Darius. Darius in traffic, puts the shot up, no good. Darius somehow gets his own rebound, but then lost it as West comes away with it. I think Generals right here with 3:52 to go in the Apple Market second quarter really need a good possession, down 24-10.
Yeah, down 24-10, and I think if you're William Campbell, you feel like if you can get it into that single digits before you go to the half, it'll be a little bit of a momentum swinger.
Brandon West with the basketball. West over to Jave Daniel. Daniel drives left side. Daniel now with the right hand. Now swings it back. Daniel on that low block. Shot up, no good. And the foul is going to go against Altavista. It's against Demetrius with the push. And that is the 13th foul on Altavista. Demetrius is first. Whistles haven't blown that much. 3 team fouls apiece as we are at the 3:25 mark. And Jay Daniel will miss the front of 2.
Yeah, Daniel shoots, I thought I saw where he was shooting 62% from the free throw line. And that is correct. He shoots 62% from the free throw line.
Never doubt yourself, Oscar.
Often, yeah, it's like Tim and Jerry said, often wrong, never in doubt.
Exactly. I like that. Nelson Hughes re-enters. Navy will check out. Second by Jay Daniels in. 24-11. Colonels lead by 13. Juan Thornhill with the basketball. Bring it middle of the floor. Generals sticking to that 2-3 for now. Juan goes all the way down, low block to Darius, and Darius deposits 2 in off the window from the left. 26-11 Altavista.
Nice looking pass on that to get the ball to Johnson.
William Campbell back the other way in the front court. Pass for Mateo Lockett, excuse me.
Boy, Nelson Dew's back in the game. What a trooper.
Demetrius Johnson will now join the 2-foul club with Walker Allen as Altavista's got 4 fouls and they're split between 2 players. Not a night for foul trouble either. I don't know if I would call it foul trouble. 2:57 to go before intermission.
No, just got to be careful, and you don't want to pick up their 3rd foul because then you do get into a foul trouble situation.
Mateo Lockett with the basketball. Darius Johnson, Walker Allen, Richard Hubbard, Juan Thornhill, Nelson Hughes on the floor. Darius steals it, saves it, and leaps up ahead to Nelson Hughes. Hughes on the way down, stripped, and they're going to call a foul, and they're probably going to give it to Hughes going up with it. Foul is on number 12. That's Brandon West.
Of course, he joined the 2 foul club.
Definitely got some people at the membership table tonight. And the whistles have come out a little bit more after I made my comment, too. Hughes hits the first of 2. 27-11, Altavista. Colonels got on a big run. It was 2 2-2 at one point. Then Altavista went on a 10-0 run, and really, that's the key to this game. After that, it's been 15-9. Nelson misses both, but Darius does not miss. He gets the rebound, spins around the lane, little soft hook, goes down 29-11.
Powered over Jay Daniels to get that rebound and then make quick work on the shot.
Generals with the rock. Far side, Jay Daniel inside the arc, now guarded by Juan Thornhill. Daniel will try to get him off with the left-hand dribble. Daniel leans in, puts up a shot, and it'll bounce around and fall down. Tip your hat. Nothing you can do about that. Jay Daniel was blanketed and still comes away with 2.
Yeah, valid point. That's well put. Blanketed by Juan Thornhill.
I appreciate that you appreciate the verbiage. Walker Allen over Richard Hubbard. It's been a while since we've been together at Big O for a game here. Walker, other side for 3. That's good. I don't think we can get him an all-star weekend, but Walker Allen, I definitely think that fire some great trades, especially from that 2 and 4 spot of the rack.
Walker's either 2 or 2 or 2 for 3 from three-point land today.
I think 2 of 3. Jay Daniel will lead it back. 3-pointer by William Campbell from the corner. That's Brandon West. 32-16. So I think you would like to get this closer. Obviously, if you're Brandon Barksdale with a $1:28 left, long shot by the Colonels, no good, rebounded by Patrick Lockett.
Richard Hubbard trying to join the three-point club.
Jay Daniel with it. Daniel from the free throw line will stop, pick it up, gives it over to West. Now Mateo Lockett hands it back to West. West not feeling froggy with Richard Hubbard right on him. West drives in, kicks it off to Jay Daniel. Daniel puts it on the floor with his left. Daniel leans in and jump ball is the call. It's going to give it back to Altavista. I think Brandon Barksdale wanted the foul, and I thought he was going to get the foul at first.
Looks like it was the right call.
1:03 to go.
Again, give credit to Richard Hubbard on that. He doesn't get as much credit for his defense as he deserves. He's not the fastest kid in the world, but he moves his feet well. A little bit quicker than people give him credit.
Still looks like he's favoring
his
leg
It looks like he took a knee to the thigh.
Doesn't feel good.
We can send somebody down and see how his.
Might give you a knee to the thigh in the halftime here after 40 seconds to go. 32-16. You're not going to get probably another shot for William Campbell, so I'd like to keep it at 16 if I'm the Generals.
You got him doubled up.
Hubbard just dribbling it. Brandon Parksdale's going to watch his team just stay in a 2-3 zone.
Richard Hubbard kind of reminds you of Phil Ford out there dribbling.
Well, aside from the fact that he's not a Tar Heel and he's white, there's 2 striking similarities that I don't see. Hubbard with the basketball, 12 seconds to go. I get what you're saying, though. 4 corners. Oscar Briggs is really dusting off the history book tonight. Walker Allen looking to make some more history from the 3-point land. Juan will try instead. 3-pointer, front iron, no good. Darius Johnson tips it over to Nelson. Sticks it in. Not the way you want to end the quarter if you're William Campbell. Altavista enthusiastic going to the break. 34-16. We'll be back with the Subway halftime show. Altavista up 34-16 on William Campbell on 105.5 KD Country.
In the past century, our community has grown, and Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service has grown too, alongside the families they've known for so long. Finch & Finch is proud to have served you over 100 years. A family business, Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, dedicated to your service.
Finch & Finch Funeral Homes. We're here because we care.
Stay cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling, on the ready to keep you comfortable year-round. Locally owned and operated, just a call away, with over 20 years experience. Licensed and bonded. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling, specializing in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical, any season, anytime. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Give them a call today. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling, Gretna.
High school athletics builds character, teaches teamwork, and provides a solid foundation for life. PCM Industrial Services recognizes the importance of high school athletics by sponsoring this sports broadcast for your enjoyment. PCM Industrial Services encourages everyone to come on out and watch the game. It's a great time for the whole family. Cheer on the Colonels. PCM Industrial Services, the industrial maintenance and construction specialists, serving the Mid-Atlantic region with quality craftsmen since 1986. Good luck, Colonels.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Altavista leads William Campbell 34-16 at the break. Bob Alvis, Oscar Briggs, your pilot and co-pilot for tonight's excursion. And Altavista has really not seen much turbulence. William Campbell, I really think the Generals are playing a pretty decent game, but the glass is killing them.
Yeah, the glass is killing them, and the Colonels have shot extremely well here tonight, and Walker Allen with the threes, and again, you're right. The glass I think, is a deciding factor.
Well, and it's not, I don't want to say it's not William Campbell's fault, but I give Altavista more credit than slam William Campbell's work, because it's hard to out-rebound the Johnson. Juan Thornhill, I don't know what he's listed at, but probably at least 3 or 4 inches taller with the jumping ability. Maybe he's a sneaky little guy in there, too. And Richard Hubbard's a smart rebounder. So, I hit on pretty much everybody that's available. You got other guys, too, but those are guys that really you see corral the basket.
Yeah, and the brothers Johnson, like you alluded to them. And, Kyle and I have been impressed all year with Navy's nose for the ball. And Navy can elevate. He's a little small kid, but he's got to be listed at, 5'7", 5'8". But he proved, even through football season, especially in that last game against Essex, that, they tried to put him on a corner and take advantage of a 6'3", 6'4" receiver on him, and he was having none of that. So he continues to play well throughout the season, and even if he's on a taller defender, it's made no difference. He can elevate. He boxes out. He plays a smart game. All in all, I think the chemistry's been extremely good tonight. Just having Michi Mall back out running the point. First full game without Michi tonight. And, again, it's well documented. Coach Carlero talked about it earlier. He went to orthopedic today, and 2 to 4 weeks, it looks like, with some ligament damage on the top of his foot. But all in all, I think that the Colonels, Juan's run some point, Richard Hubbard's run some point, Davies run some point. I think by point guard by committee has worked extremely well for him tonight. And, obviously as they get further and get into the tournament, they're going to need Michi back. But I think great adjustment tonight, and they played well, all things considered.
William Campbell trails out just to 34-16. We're back with more on the Subway halftime show right after this timeout on 105.5 KD Country.
This month's specials from your Apple Market convenience stores. Coke and Pepsi 6-pack cans at $1.99. Free bacon biscuit with the purchase of 2 Mountain Dew Kickstarts. Double-decker moon pie for $1 with the purchase of any size coffee. Enjoy 2 chicken tender biscuits for $2.49 at the Apple Market locations. Riverside, Gateway, and Main Street, Altavista. You know what they say. Stop by the Apple today.
A short drive will save you money.
Buying a car at Feller Chevrolet has never been a hassle, but during our no-hassle sale, it's even easier. All new and used vehicles are priced and marked with rock-bottom prices on the lot and on the web. To make car shopping as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Come to Feller Chevrolet in Altavista or go to fellersdirect.com. 2. Pick the vehicle that fits your budget. 3. Drive it home today. No pressure, no hassle.
A short drive will save you money. Feller Chevrolet in Altavista.
Good food, low prices, and great service keep customers coming back for more day after day at El Cazador Mexican Restaurant in Altavista. El Cazador is now open all afternoons, so you can buy anytime, any day, 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, a great place to unwind and relax with friends. Open 7 days a week, Main Street, Altavista. El Cazador thanks you for your business and making them the #1 Mexican restaurant in town.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Altavista leads William Campbell 34-16. This is the Subway halftime show. Eat healthy, eat fresh, eat off at 2 locations inside of Walmart on Clarion Road and, of course, on Main Street in Altavista.
What'd you have tonight, Bob?
I had the spicy Italian delivered by Kyle Haney. He did some work before he went on his assignment tonight, so definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate Robert Dustin. What a man for the community. Helps out with the clock at the basketball games. Community, I don't want to say community organizer, but, definitely a man of the people and a man of the community. And, it's you can get the flat villas this month at Subway. 2 flatbread pizzas, I believe, for $5, isn't it?
It is, and I think you also meet ball marinara on special this week, this month as well. And
you know what I like to say? Well, the only wrong choice is not opening the door at Subway. I got little ones offer. You can get them their apples and the milk to replace the chips, baked variety. You know, what's the wrong choice? Not opening the door. Breakfast for the busy execs like you to get by, you know.
And again, you talked about man of the community. It's Robert takes just about every opportunity. You know, anytime anybody asks, he steps up. I can name a dozen things he's been involved in over the last 8-10 months. Just great to have him and Subway involved in those types of things.
And it's not so people will talk about Robert Duff. I mean, the glory is not for him. The glory is giving back. And we definitely appreciate Robert and the crew over at Subway, 2 locations right there on Main Street, like we mentioned, and inside the Walmart on Clarion Road. So no excuse for not going to Subway. When we come back on the Subway halftime show, we'll have the scoring leaders and more. Altavista 34, William Campbell 16. Back in a minute on KD Country.
English is so much more. English is more than a hardware store. English is your complete home center. Everything for every job you do. Always here for you. Get the quality you really need. That's English is so much more. English is more than a hardware store. English's is your complete home center.
On North Main Street, Altavista open Saturday 8 to 4. This basketball game is brought to you by the KD Country Sports Club.
Aubrey Rosser Law Firm in Altavista, first choice for any and all legal advice.
Steve Farmer Auto Sales, where there's always a good selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced right. Steve Farmer Auto Sales, 1112 Main Street.
Sharky's Pest Control in Hurt let Tony take a bite out of your pest control needs. Doing business the old-fashioned way to keep you coming back.
Main Street Trading Company Consignment, now open Wednesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays, 9 to 4.
El Cerrito in Altavista, throw on a sombrero and shake your maracas. It's El Cerrito time.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Back here live, Altavista High School. Colonels lead 34-16 here at halftime. About 1 minute left here in the half. Bob, you got some scoring, total scores?
Yes, sir. I do, Oscar. Juan Thornhill leading all scores with 9. 8 points apiece from Walker Allen and Darius Johnson. Demetrius has 6. Nelson Juice with 3. For William Campbell, 8 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second quarter. Jay Daniel has 6 of those, 16. Brandon West has 5. McKenna Neighbors with 3, and Mateo Lockett with 2. Altavista leads 34-16. Give me some second half adjustments for both groups.
Boy, I think William Campbell, they haven't played poorly. I think the main thing that we've talked about is they've got to get on the glass. They've got to find a way. They've got to start boxing out a little bit better. Anytime there's a loose ball, they've got to go a little bit harder after that. But, overall, they haven't played that poorly. I think the game plan has worked well. They've gotten some good looks. They've just given Altavista second chances, and they're not getting any second chances.
No, they're not. And that's hurt.
From an Altavista perspective, I think all things are. I think you keep continuing what you do. You keep your pedal, you keep your foot to the accelerator and keep playing. Keep probing that William Campbell defense and hit the boards hard. And I don't think you change anything if you're Coach Carlero.
And one thing we haven't talked about that sometimes makes it harder on the other team is William Campbell goes right out to the left, the pep band. I mean, I saw Brandon Barksdale talking to his scorekeeper at intermission. He really had to get up close just to hear it, because with the way the pep band is, it can make it difficult to communicate. I mean, they can't play during plays, but still, it's different. William Campbell with the basketball. Generals have it in the hands of West. West over to the top pass, goes right into the hands of Patrick Lockett, and he saves it. Hits Demetrius right in the midsection and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, nice play to be able to keep that down on the William Campbell end.
Demetrius got some abs, so that didn't hurt. That's just a bouncy ball. So.
No, you're right.
Now, me, I'd be out for a week. Probably wouldn't be able to breathe. William Campbell drives in. Darius alters that shot. And, you talk about the brothers Johnson, and they're twins, and they do a lot of the same things, but they fill absolutely great roles for Altavista at the same time difference. Demetrius, a great perimeter defender for his size, in my opinion. West, has to call timeout. Brandon Barksdale might not have wanted to burn it, but he had to. 7 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the Apple Market third quarter. Full 1 minute timeout. William Campbell trails 34-16.
Man, it's cold in here. What's wrong with your heater?
Well, it used to work pretty good.
Back in the 90s, just call Select Air and get it fixed.
Oh, it'll probably cost a lot of money.
No, it won't, because Donnie will give you a fair price and get it done right the first time.
Maybe I'll call Select Air tomorrow.
No, you will call Select Air today, because it's freezing in here.
Select Air, 841-1580. 841-1580. Online at selectair.webs.com.
Have you looked at your business banking fees lately? I'm Sean Stone with First National Bank, and we have the best business accounts which offer serious savings for your company. We have a full menu of business products from checking accounts and remote deposit capture to online banking. And we have a local merchant card representative who will customize services just for your business. So let First National Bank prepare an analysis of your current activity and show how we will reduce your banking fees. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
William Campbell had to call a timeout to avoid the violation. They went down it, and not what they wanted. Just shoot pass from the baseline right to the sideline, and it's going to go the other way. Altavista went down on the baseline.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you burn the timeout to keep from throwing the ball over, and coming out of the break, you turn it over.
Well, I mean, it didn't lead to a direct two so far, but the possession is young. Juan Thornhill over to Richard Hubbard. Campbell, I don't know what it is now, Oscar.
They set up in a 1-2-2 half-court press. They fell back. It looks like it's in a 1-2-2 or even a 3-2 right now.
This is what we pay you the big bucks for. Richard Hubbard with the basketball right in front of Mike Cardellaro, who was dressed in the customary black turtleneck and slacks, and Darius Johnson in the customary too, and he's going to be fouled by Patrick Lockett. 36-16 is our score. You know, they honored the state championship 03-014 on Friday, Oscar. And even Kenny Hunt got to go down as the public address announcer. And I saw a good 6 people clap. Darius misses the free throw. I don't know, maybe 8 or 9.
Oh, his family was here.
Dave Daniel with it. Always fun to be joined by Kenny up here as he is the voice of the Colonels on the PA side. 36-16 is our score. We'll expect the check in the mail next week. William Campbell can inbound it right in front of their own bench. Brandon West with it. I think the Generals have to string something together here, Oscar, just to, get some confidence in the tank as well. This is a team that's on a skid right now, and you want to break that before the conference tournament starts, even though they're going to probably have a home game, or will have a home game in the first round, as West fires from 3 dead on, 36-19, Altavista by 17 in the Apple Market third, 6.5 to go.
Good patience, good ball rotation to be able to get that shot off.
Lobbed over to Walker Allen. Allen thought about going baseline. West said no. Now over to Hubbard. Now Thornhill. I think they would either play Highland or Central Lindbergh.
So we're back in that 1-2-2 press. Now they're picking up man-to-man out of that.
Thornhill drives all the way down with no regard for anyone and even human life. 2 points go down the hatch from Juan, and he's fouled. 38-19, Altavista.
Well, Juan showed great athleticism on that play, being able to stick with it and get the ball up and get the and-one situation.
Second foul on Patrick Lockett. Second foul really this quarter on Patrick Lockett, and Juan sinks the free throw. 39-19. 20-point margin right now, Oscar. Daniel thought about driving. Juan cuts him off. Now in the corner, back out to Jave on the wing. Daniel in front of the free throw line, picks the ball up. Juan, so good defending Jave Daniel tonight. He gives up a little size. William Campbell underneath. That's West.
Boy, nice job by West getting that up in some traffic. Little spin, got it off the glass.
39-21, Hubbard with it. Hubbard brings it up middle with the right-hand dribble. Altavista just to the right of midcourt circles. Colonel's on the left-hand side of your listening device. Juan gets inside, jump stop, shot up. It'll fall down. Juan Thornhill taking over the third. 5 points so far.
And, the little look that we've come to know from Juan, where he just kind of smiles and shakes his head like, they're not going to stop me on that. And Brandon West.
He's getting to be in the unconscious territory. 41-24. West has 8 in this quarter. The Generals have 8 in this quarter.
Nice little crossover, and then he stepped back and knocked down a 3.
5 minutes to go in the Apple Market third quarter. Check out the weekly specials. 3 locations to serve you. Demetrius Johnson from the free throw line spins inside. Demetrius takes it up, no good. Rebounded by Dave Daniel. Daniel has got West in the corner, and West is unguarded. Daniel takes it all the way in, no good. Darius Johnson with the board. Over to Thornhill. Now Richard. Near side wing, gives it back to Thornhill. Gambling with West. Thornhill jumper, free throw line, no good. Juan gets his own bucket and follows.
Boy, Juan dominating this quarter.
43-24.
Oh, Brandon West went up to the three, and it was stuffed by Walker Allen.
Walker Allen with the rejection.
Mad Hawks from Walker Allen.
Juan Thornhill across the timeline. Thornhill over to Darius. Now off to Walker. Allen feeds it inside to Hubbard. Hubbard drives in. Hubbard with the bounce pass to Juan. Thornhill takes the dribble, gets inside the arc, and hits 2.
It's fuego.
45-24. Altavista with the lead by 21 with 3:50 to go in the Apple Market third. Basketball belongs to Mateo Lockett. He gives it up to Brandon West. West will try his hand from 3. That one's off.
That was
rebounded by Darius Johnson.
He's been able to get those other shots. Were in rotation, in rhythm. That one was forced. Didn't have a prayer going in.
Well, and we talk about it sometimes. As Juan gets the no-look over to Darius. Darius inside, takes the shot up, hits front iron, trickles around the iron, and falls down. 47-24. You know, sometimes you get hot, and, you know, sometimes that confidence turns into false confidence because you think you can throw it over from anywhere. Mateo Lockett gets inside. Don't know if they counted it. They did count it.
They did count it. That was the NBA continuation.
47-26. Josh McClure checks in. Third foul against Walker Allen.
First appearance from McClure tonight.
Free throws up, no good. Rebounded by Dylan Allen.
Nice job.
For Walker.
That's Walker. Nice job of blocking out by Walker.
You know, me and my Allens, it's tough for me to keep up, even with the scorecard. Thornhill drives in, gives it off to Darius. Darius has to pick it up at the knees. Now over to Navy Jones. Navy Jones, Walker Allen, Juan Thornhill, Josh McClure. Navy gets the layup in, so Darius will have to get the identification after that Navy Jones layup. 49-26.
Nice job by Navy. Crossover dribble, accelerated, exploded to the rim.
Campbell with it. Might have gotten away with the carry right there. Patrick Lockett goes cross court to Dave Daniel. Daniel with it. And offensive foul. And I think a lot of this for William Campbell right now is just frustration.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. It is frustration. Trailing 49-26 with 2:36 remaining here in the third quarter. It is frustration, and the Colonels have really dominated this quarter.
I mean, I'll give Brandon Barksdale credit. He's keeping his composure and, you know, staying calm and still coaching them. But the thing about it is, you know, this is a learning experience for everybody. Coach Barksdale in his first year on the varsity. Thornhill puts up a soft low jumper and it goes in.
And no answer.
51-26.
No answer for Juan Thornhill this quarter.
Well, join the list on that one. Shot up by William Campbell, no good. Foul. Going to go against the Colonels. On Josh McClure.
Mateo Lockett, nice job getting to the rim on that. Wasn't able to finish.
But Mateo Lockett will go to the line for 2. William Campbell right now on the short end, 51-27 as Mateo Lockett knocks down the first free throw. Not near the beating that the 76ers took last night on the hands of the Clippers. Over 50 points.
I don't know.
In the pros.
Yeah, I don't know how many Thornhill has. He kind of has, 12 this quarter?
I'll get back to you on that. Mateo Lockett hits 2, 51-28.
They can have 13.
He had 10.
10 this quarter?
Had 9 in the first half, so that gives him 19 for the game. McClure for 3. Lehner, no good. Rebounded. Nelson Dew saves it. McClure tried to hustle after it on the other side. Now McKenna Neighbors back in the game. In the corner it goes. Patrick Lockett for 3. That's going to be short. Rebound bounces off and comes in the hands of Navy Jones. Buck 44 to go in the Apple Market third quarter. Thornhill with the handoff to Navy Jones. Navy to McClure, now Demetrius. Swings it to Juan. Now we're to Navy Colonels. Conceivably could hold for one. I don't know if that'll happen now that I see Demetrius with the kicks over to Nelson Dews. Dews bounce pass to Demetrius. Now there's a block. Thornhill all alone for two.
Great pass by Demetrius. Nice job by Juan working the baseline, recognizing that he had an opportunity to get to the block. Again, great pass by Demetrius.
Well, Juan can score as a forward, and he can score as a guard. 53-28. If you want to listen to this game later on, you can go to YouTube, our YouTube channel later on, and take a look at that, or take a listen. Three-pointer off but no good by Khalil Boyd. 50 seconds to go. Thornhill feeds it over to McClure. McClure swings in the corner to Navy. Navy will bring it out and gives it to Juan.
Juan jammed his finger on that last play down on the offensive end of the court.
Well, what part of Juan's body has not been nicked up this year in the first two sports seasons? Over to McClure. Now it's Thornhill. Thornhill drives all the way down. Jay Daniel steps in and just put his hands out with the foul.
I think Juan had intentions of doing something dirty there.
Filthy, as you would say.
I think he had intentions of slamming that one.
Daniel's third. Team's fourth.
He continues to work on his on that left hand.
First free throw, no good.
He's actually working on his shoes.
Wow. Hockey line. Shift for the Colonels shows Dylan Allen, Demetrius Johnson, Richard Hubbard, Navy Jones. Destin Brown will check in if Juan can get out with this free throw made. On the floor for William Campbell, Mateo Lockett, Brandon West. Dave Daniel has Thornhill is the second. Jamar Wilkes is out there, and also Mike Walker.
That is Jamar Wilkes, not to be confused with Jamal Wilkes.
Right, former Bruin. Great. 54-28. They called him Keith as well.
He was Keith for the first part of his career. And then
Daniel throws it to no one in particular. Steele comes away. Dylan Allen still going after it. Allen tried to get it off to Navy, could not. William Campbell comes away with it. Daniel kind of set a screen there on two guys, which was
borderline.
Kind of nifty. Who got the bucket, Oscar? Navy gets it over to Dylan. Dylan puts it up and in. Dylan Allen, family affair. 56-30. Altavista will head to the fourth and final quarter right after this on 105.5 KD Country.
The following is brought to you by English Construction Company.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Virginia are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
In the past century, our community has grown, and Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service has grown too, alongside the families they've known for so long. Finch & Finch is proud to have served you over 100 years. A family business, Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, dedicated to your service.
Finch & Finch Funeral Homes. We're here because we care.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Altavista with the commanding lead going into quarter four. Oscar, 56-30. Altavista, 22 points that quarter. Juan Thornhill scored 14 that quarter. William Campbell scored 14 that quarter.
That's always interesting.
Over to Dylan Allen. And, I mean, you know, it's more of what Juan is doing tonight. It's pretty much Juan's world. We're all living in it. Richard Hubbard will try to get into the act. Hubbard takes it up, and he'll go to the charity stripe for two.
If that's going to be on West, that's possible. I think that's his fourth.
Third.
Sir?
You were close.
Yeah, I went to Hargrave. I can't count.
At least it wasn't his first. Then you would have really, you know, had the proverbial egg on. 57-30. And speaking of egg, go to Subway in the morning. They sponsor our pre-post and halftime shows. You can get a egg white and cheese, or go to the yellow egg. Destin Brown will go the hole. No good. 57-30 is our score. Altavista in front. William Campbell the other way. Shot up. No good. Back iron. Destin Brown had the rebound, but Navy couldn't keep it in bounds.
Destin, nice that he can come in and give some minutes right now. Doesn't always get a lot of playing time, but
all bodies needed tonight. William Campbell trying to get it inbounds. They will. Shot up, and that's going to go down. That is number 32, Mike Walker. 57-32.
That's Walker's first bucket of the night. And both teams going a little bit deeper in their bench right now.
Destin Brown over to Demetrius Johnson. Now to Navy Jones.
And if you're the Colonels, you don't want Destin handling the ball.
Now Demetrius with it. Johnson puts it on the floor with his left, goes to the rack. He's going to be fouled. Jay Daniel was all over him. It's not going to be on Daniel, though.
It's going to be on Wilkes. It is on Wilkes. That's his first foul. I mean, you know he's going to do it before the night is over.
You're lucky I'm going to let you not just shut your mic off for that.
Good night, everybody.
Demetrius can't hit the first. You know, I mentioned you can listen on your smartphones like a lot of people can do. Kyle Haney still with that Zach Morris Saved by the Bell cell phone. You got to download the TuneIn Radio app, which is not a hard thing to do, and then you can find us there and give a listen.
Yeah, I know people in Surfside Beach listening tonight.
Wow. Not much to do there tonight, is it? 57-32, Altavista with the lead. William Campbell with the basketball. Three-pointer hoists up from the corner, no good. Over the hands of Demetrius Johnson, and Juan Thornhill will come down with the rebound. Thornhill cross court to Nelson Dews. Dews the extra pass to Demetrius Johnson. Sticks up, no good. Darius with the follow, no good. And there was a foul.
Really
William Campbell, 7.
Yeah, really unselfish play right there. Nelson had about an 8-foot jump shot, but Darius was right underneath. Demetrius was right underneath. Gave it to Demetrius. Demetrius had some hands come around him, but very unselfish play by Nelson.
Darius hits the first. 58-32. There will be one more. Second one up. That's going to go down. 59-32.
It's been a very surgical performance tonight from the Colonels.
Meticulous with the scalpel. For sure.
Yeah.
William Campbell, Mateo Lockett with the basketball. Crossover dribble. Gets it off to Patrick Lockett. Back to Mateo. Lockett loses it, but Mike Walker, Johnny on the spot. Three-pointer by West in front of the general bench. Goes down. And the net is stuck up there. Juan will not waste the leg energy. He'll just toss the ball up to get the net untangled. 59-35.
And you got to wonder, 6:24, Colonels up by 24. How much longer let's talk about how much longer the starters will stay in, but the bench is so depleted, you're going to have some of them in.
Yeah,
you know,
not much choice. Hubbard with it. Now, with no game tomorrow, well, steal by West. I'll finish that thought momentarily. West drives all the way. Thornhill just got him with the body, not by much, but enough to get the whistle.
And they're also call that on Hubbard.
Are they?
Yeah.
One was in the area, too. I saw the two go up, so Richard will get his name on the radio for the foul. Third team foul, and West will go to the line for two. First one goes down, 59-36. Now, I'm a big fan of education. If I had 100 choices of my profession, I feel sure I could squeak in as 98 as a teacher. But, and I think all teachers do good hard work. Second shot by West.
I think they're overpaid. And
wow, overpaid. Interesting. Oscar Briggs, folks, send your letters and cards to him. I don't advocate missing school, but without a game tomorrow, if you're the Colonels and somebody doesn't feel good, you know, they're not going to miss the game. Thornhill drives all the way in and makes it look real easy.
Now, before people start calling the station, and
BRIGGS, folks. Go ahead.
Hanging me in effigy. Nice bucket by Mateo.
Mateo Lockett has done his due diligence tonight as well, 61-39.
I've come from a family of educators, and I'm well aware of the work and sacrifice that goes into that profession. So.
And you had a smirk on your face. People can't see that on the radio, but you did. Darius loses it. Jay Daniel gets it over to Brandon West. Now back to Daniel. I don't think Daniel was expecting that quick. Nelson Dews picks his pocket. Thornhill with the no-look back over to Nelson. Nelson to Demetrius. Demetrius lays up. Front iron, no good. Rebounded by brother Darius. Darius, strip going up. Now over to Jay Daniel. 5:05 to go. William Campbell will get two. Patrick Lockett and a timeout by Mike Cardellaro. It will be a 30-second timeout. We will catch our breath as well. 61-41 Altavista here in the fourth quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling.
Back here from Altavista High School, Colonels lead 61-41 over William Campbell.
And I think Coach Cardellaro he called timeout after that trip down court by the Colonels, and he looked a little frustrated, but he really shouldn't have been that frustrated. But, very unselfish, passing the ball, trying to get a little bit of a closer shot. 3 or 4 little passes. You only call it overpassing, that was fine, but nice job by the Colonels. And again, I don't think Mike should be too upset about that.
Under 5 to go here in the Apple Market fourth. Juan Thornhill with the basketball. Thornhill fakes like he was going back out, and then switches it back to go in. Little jumper from about 12, 63-41 out to this. William Campbell the other way. Neighbors short. Rebounded by Navy Jones. When we get to a point, I'll disagree with you on that in a moment. Jones with the yo-yo dribble. It wouldn't be a Bob and Oscar broadcast, though, if we didn't have disagreements. Juan Thornhill left wing. Off to Demetrius, middle of the floor.
And I would make the argument right now that this is the best game I've seen Juan play all year.
Navy with the basketball. Now over to Darius Johnson. Johnson dribbles it over to Navy. Jones will drive all the way to the rack. Left hand layup goes down. And one. I didn't even hear the whistle, to be honest with you.
Yeah, nice job by Navy using that left hand, getting down on the block. Again, great acceleration by Navy.
That's Neighbors' second. Navy will shoot. No, I mean, the thing about it is you're not going to be up every game by 22, especially when you get into conference and whatever else you want to call it, sectional and state play after that. So I think it's more of, go for the complete game.
I understand that, but again, there was an opportunity to, could have been a flashy play there, but Colonels were a little bit conservative, and, if you're going to overpass like Carolina does on occasion, right, you'll take that.
66-41. William Campbell, Mateo Lockett with the rock. Lockett gives it back. Now West, started by Thornhill. In the hands of Patrick Lockett. Lockett will turn around. Soft low baby hook, no good. Rebound tapped around and picked up by William Campbell. Mateo Lockett hands it back to Brandon West. West will fire from the corner for 3. Well, actually, more between the wing and the corner. And it goes down 66-44.
That was a good 4 feet behind the three-point line and well guarded.
Yeah, Brandon West is definitely not going to get called for stepping the toes on the line tonight. That's for certain. Juan hands it off to Navy. Jones will drive all the way, slicing through the defense. 68-44. I love Navy Jones. I think he's very underrated. Quick as a June bug. Mateo Lockett might have gotten away with some steps.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. He did for a moment.
Yeah, he did. And a little bit of body contact, but nice job defensively. Again, Navy Jones on that.
68-44, 2:55 to go in the Apple Market fourth quarter. Juan Thornhill dribbling. Now Navy Jones over to Demetrius Johnson. Back to Navy again. Jones gets it too.
Boy, great look by Demetrius too. Boy, Navy's got a big smile on his face.
70-44.
It's been a layup drill here for the last 3 or 4 minutes for Navy.
Yeah, and, William Campbell, they got to go at it again tomorrow at Chatham. Chatham was trounced here on Friday night. West drives, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Demetrius Johnson, so you might have to use one of the flashy thingies from Men in Black to zap all the generals, just because get this out of your mind. Tomorrow's a new game. Thornhill, crossover. But I like what I see out of Coach Barksdale and his coaching style and his staff. And, there's some talent on this floor, too. And, once they get into the conference tournament, to me, this is still old dog with district. And you get better. Navy again. Back door. Couldn't roll down. But this is Old Dogwood District still, so I think all the teams at Altavista and Campbell are going to see beyond this. At West misses a 3, rebounded by Darius. Timeout by Mike Cardellaro. We'll keep it here. This is more of a sub timeout. But, I think that the deal is, Oscar, what Altavista, William Campbell, and anybody else sees that gets into the playoffs is not going to be much, much worse than what they've seen in their regular season.
Yeah, and it's, like you said, it is a substitution timeout.
Yeah. Michael Irby is in for William Campbell along with Mike Walker. Number 50, Hakeem Gilliam. Number 3, Dante Cruz. And number 25, Tyshawn Parker. For Altavista, you've got Dylan Allen, Walker Allen, Josh McClure, Nelson Dews, and Destin Brown. And McClure gets 2 in.
No, stop McClure muscling up in there.
Josh McClure, 72-44. Altavista by 28. And timeout by William Campbell. And we'll take it as well. It's a 30-second timeout with about 13 to go. 72-44, Altavista by 28 on KD Country.
High school athletics builds character, teaches teamwork, and provides a solid foundation for life. PCM Industrial Services recognizes the importance of high school athletics by sponsoring this sports broadcast for your enjoyment. PCM Industrial Services encourages everyone to come on out and watch the game. It's a great time for the whole family. Cheer on the Colonels. PCM Industrial Services, the industrial maintenance and construction specialists, serving the Mid-Atlantic region with quality craftsmen since 1986. Good luck, Colonels.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Altavista comfortably in front, Oscar Bragg, 72-44. Colonels have done pretty much everything right tonight.
And I'm going to go out on a limb. And a couple of things I see on the floor right now. Number 4, Michael Irby, and number 25, Tyshawn Parker for William Campbell are competing for the ugliest shoes on the floor tonight.
Bright blues, and I don't think the shoes by Parker are hideous. I have running shoes like those. They haven't been used in a while, but I don't call those offensive.
Yeah, Irby's are, looks like...
knocked into the bench.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's okay. You've been known to be a man of fashion many times.
That's right. As I sit up here with shorts on with 28-degree weather.
Walker Allen, or Dylan Allen, pardon me, on the defense, shot up by William Campbell. Bodies falling all over the place. Altavista picks it up. About a minute to go. Nelson Dews over to Destin Brown. Brown will drive. Brown scoops it up. Won't fall, but he'll have his opportunity at the free throw line.
He'll go to the line, too.
Foul goes against Gilliam.
Callahan commented on Destin, and as fluid as he looks on the football field, not so fluid on the basketball court as he is on the football field.
Well, I talked to Tom Brown before. He is the head girls basketball coach at LCA. They're ranked in the top 13, ABC 13 full court press. But, we always talk about making players who are good in one sport role players in another sport, and that can only be good for the kid a lot of the time. 73-44.
Boy, and Destin has a good time when he gets to get on the floor.
William Campbell with the rock. Bounce pass into Hakeem Gilliam. Gilliam's going to the rack. Converged on by 5 Colonels. Rebound by Josh McClure. And to borrow the phrase from Chick Hearn with 38 seconds to go, I think this one's in the refrigerator. The butter's getting hard and the Jell-O is jiggling. I didn't get it all right, but it's good. Go to YouTube. Some kids out there, Chick Hearn was a legend. Now we're to Josh McClure.
Longtime broadcaster for the Lakers.
McClure. Now to Nelson Dews. Of course, there's another longtime broadcaster's sentiments that could be summed up right now, too, and turn out the lights, the party's over. 13 seconds to go. Altavista going to go into a victory, 73-44. Nelson will hand it over to Walker Allen. 5 seconds, and that's going to do it. So the Colonels come away with the victory, 73-44 over the William Campbell Generals. We'll come back in with the Subway postgame show right after this time out on 105.5 KD Country.
This month's specials from your Apple Market convenience stores. Coke and Pepsi 6-pack cans are $1.99. Free bacon biscuit with the purchase of 2 Mountain Dew Kickstarts. Double-decker Moon Pie for $1 with the purchase of any size coffee. Enjoy 2 chicken tender biscuits for $2.49 at the Apple Market locations. Riverside, Gateway, and Main Street, Altavista. You know what they say. Stop by the Apple today.
A short drive will save you money.
Buying a car at Feller Chevrolet has never been a hassle, but during our no-hassle sale, it's even easier. All new and used vehicles are priced and marked with rock-bottom prices on the lot and on the web. To make car shopping as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Come to Feller Chevrolet in Altavista or go to fellersdirect.com. 2. Pick the vehicle that fits your budget. 3. Drive it home today. No pressure, no hassle.
A short drive will save you money. Feller Chevrolet in Altavista.
Some people have never tried food at a Mexican restaurant, so we asked Chad Shelton from Shelton's Plumbing and Heating about his experience.
I wasn't so sure what the green stuff was, but they slipped some on my plate one day, and now I won't have a meal without guacamole. Still can't spell it.
At El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, if you have questions, they give you the answers in English. Mexican and American foods, affordable prices, and fast service. Try it today, El Cazador, Main Street, Altavista.
Back here from Altavista High School, Colonel comfortably 73-44. Really got going early on with the rebounding. I think rebounding was key to the game tonight.
Yeah, and like you said, it was 2-2 ball game, and then the Colonels reeled off 10, and from that point on, it was never in doubt. Colonels dominated boards, shot extremely well from the floor tonight, very balanced scoring, and then in the third quarter, the Colonels led by, 16 at the half, and from that point on, Juan Thornhill really took over in the third quarter, dominated, and put the game out of reach. William Campbell never was a chance after that.
Yeah, and the Colonels make a lot of people look bad when they get up so early because Altavista is just such a hard team to try to play comeback against. Altavista wins tonight by the score of 73-44. This is the Subway post-game show. Eat healthy, eat fresh, eat often at 2 locations in Altavista. You can go to one on Main Street, one on Clarion Road. The flat fillers are on special this month. A lot of select specials that you can find as well at Subway, Main Street, and inside Walmart on Clarion Road. We'll take another time out and come back with more Subway postgame show. Colonel 73, Generals 44 on KD Country.
English is so much more.
English is
More than a hardware store.
English
is your complete home center. Everything for every job you do. Always here for you.
Get the quality you really need. English is
So much more.
English is
More than a hardware store. English's is your complete home center.
On North Main Street, Altavista, open Saturday 8 to 4. This basketball game is brought to you by the KD Country Sports Club.
Aubrey Rosser Law Firm in Altavista, first choice for any and all legal advice.
Steve Farmer Auto Sales, where there's always a good selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced right. Steve Farmer Auto Sales, 1112 Main Street.
Sharky's Pest Control in Hurt let Tony take a bite out of your pest control needs. Doing business the old-fashioned way to keep you coming back.
Main Street Trading Company Consignment, now open Wednesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays, 9 to 4.
El Cerrito in Altavista, throw on a sombrero and shake your maracas. It's El Cerrito time.
You're listening to award-winning coverage of the Altavista Colonels on 105.5 KD Country.
Bob Alvis, Oscar Briggs, getting ready to wrap up shop here on the Subway postgame show where Altavista cruised comfortably tonight, 73-44. Altavista doesn't know when the next game will be. It's scheduled to be Wednesday. Rumors of plowable snow coming would probably push that off, and maybe even Friday with William Campbell. If they can't play William Campbell Friday, maybe Appomattox will be made up on Saturday, but I think this might be until next Wednesday.
I think it is, and you talk about plowable snow anywhere from 3 to 5, 5 to 10, depending on who you watch on the news. I know that Matt Ferguson's projecting some 4 to 6, but the Christina Montori out of WSLS and Channel 10, she's saying 6 to 10, and I tend to listen to her for all my weather needs.
Well, I listen to Ferguson. She might look better, but Ferguson's definitely knows his meteorology. Proud alum of UNC Asheville, and can watch him on Good Morning Virginia on ABC.
That's Christina Montour. She's at UNC Asheville, soccer star.
So. Ferguson's my boy, so I'm going to back him and Sean and Lindsay over there at ABC 13. But, I mean, wherever you watch, Lynchburg, you're getting more of the Lynchburg-Danville reports, where Roanoke, you're getting more of Roanoke and South.
And again, you're talking about that significant of a weather event. If it happens Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night into Thursday morning, like they're talking about, there's not going to be school Thursday. There won't be school Friday.
Well, and things can change on a dime, too, with the weather. So, I mean, you just got to stay informed. KDCountry.com and KD Country will have all your school closings if there are any. But we're getting ahead of the grain. If you're Altavista, and if this is, I think you can use it to your advantage. You get people healthy again. Altavista has been playing a little bit of murder's row here and there with 3 and 4 games and 4 or 5 playing days. So I think the rest wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, personally.
Right, and given the state of the schedule with them going, they're at 16-3 now. They won't incur any losses if they don't play anymore, and it sets them up well. It looks like if they can pull off the tournament, then they'll be home for the regionals and on beyond, up almost until the state semifinals. So it will play in Altavista's hands if they're able to do that.
Yeah, it would be maybe you get a few more points if you can beat Appomattox. You can beat William Campbell again. It really doesn't do a ton because they're not giving you a lot of points. It's pretty much the same, but. A lot of basketball to be played. William Campbell, on the other hand, they'll get to get back at it tomorrow night at Chatham. I think that's a good thing for the Generals to try to get a bad taste out of your mouth. Now, the bad part is if something doesn't go right, then the taste gets worse.
Yeah, I totally agree. And, it's going to be tough to go into Chatham and pull that ball game off, too. So it'll be interesting to see. That should be a good ball game. This William Campbell team, like you alluded to, they've got some talent.
Yeah, I think they definitely have some talent, and I think good things are ahead for Brandon Barksdale's crew, possibly this year and beyond. So Altavista, definitely gets the W tonight over William Campbell by the score of 73-44. We'll give you the final numbers here in just a moment. And it was a good one. I mean, William Campbell definitely has some guys that can play. We'll tell you about those in just a minute. But Altavista will roll on. They will get a home game in the conference tournament. William Campbell will probably get a home game. They'll probably have to play in the first round, though, where Altavista will get that bye and won't have to play night one. Girls are in a similar situation where the girls are going to also have a bye. So it looks to be a fun time.
It does, and looks like about done with your gazendas.
I'm working. And
your tabulations. We'll give you another little minute here to get that wrapped up, and we'll go through some scoring totals, and then we'll talk about players of the game for both teams.
73-44, Altavista gets the W. Starting with the visitors, first from William Campbell, Brandon West finished with 21, 16 in the second half. 10 points from Mateo Lockett. Jay Daniel had 6. McKenna Neighbors with 3. Mike Walker and Patrick Lockett each had 2 for Altavista. Juan Thornhill led everybody. He threw in 27. Darius Johnson scores 12. Walker Allen and Demetrius Johnson each had 8. Navy Jones got 9. 7 of them came in the fourth quarter, probably 3 of them off the backdoor layup. 3 points from Nelson Hughes, 2 points from Dylan Allen, 2 points from Josh McClure, 1 from Richard Hubbard, and 1 from Destin Brown. Colonel 73, General 44. Players of the game, William Campbell. I'll let you go first.
Well, I know where you're going, I think. But I'm going to go with Mateo Lockett. I think Mateo did a good job of running the floor, running the offense for William Campbell, and was able to do some good defensive work against Juan Thornhill. So for me, it's Mateo Lockett.
I don't fault you for that choice, but I'm going to go, obviously, Brandon West. At 21, he was hitting from 3. That third quarter, he kind of, brought him back into the contest a little bit. But my choice is Brandon West for Altavista.
Boy, I don't like going with this, but I don't think I have any choice. Juan Thornhill, 27 points, dominated, really took over the third quarter, solid, high percentage from the floor today. Did a great job running the point with the absence of Michi Malbeck. Had a very calming effect, ran the offense well. Again, for me, it's Juan Thornhill.
Yeah, if you didn't go with Juan, I would think you were, just a big liar, because you said it was the best. You thought it was the best game he played all year. So I second that choice, by the way. Juan Thornhill with 27. I mean, everybody was counted on tonight. I mean, everybody had to play. You were without some guys due to sickness. And, Juan not feeling well scored 27. So, I mean, that can also tell you a little bit about all you need to know about that kid. Lee Cameron, always a game or two back at home base. We always appreciate his work. This is the Subway postgame show. 2 locations that you can choose from, Main Street and inside the Walmart on Clarion Road, and we definitely appreciate them. And we appreciate Walmart on Clarion Road for the internet broadcast tonight on KDCountry.com. You can go back later and hear it on YouTube. That's thanks to our friends at Sellers. And thank you to all these people as well. Select Air. Call Donnie 24/7, never an overtime charge. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer, warm in the winter. Give them a call today. PCM Industrial, they've been providing maintenance, repair, and other plant services to industrial and utility clients since its founding in 1986. The Apple Markets, locations at Riverside, Gateway, and Main Street. Finch & Finch Funeral Home, family serving families since 1905. English's, your complete home center headquarters for Davis Paints. El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, the happiest place in town. Sellers Chevrolet, where a short drive will save you money. English Construction Company, wishing our high school athletes an exciting and injury-free game. And First National Bank, focused on providing an extraordinary customer experience. Big thank you to Mike Carlero and Brandon Barksdale for the pregame interviews. Thank you to Oscar Briggs. Thank you to Lee Cameron. For everyone, this has been Bob Alvis, 7344 Altavista with the W. Listen to all of it on your home for the Colonels, 105.5 KD Country and KDCountry.com.